All right, you guys, today we're gonna make a very quick and simple dish. It's the teriyaki chicken over Vietnamese garlic noodles. If you don't know how to cook, this is a perfect recipe for you. Your family, your kids, your wife are gonna love you after you taste this meal. It's quick, it's fast, but you have to be prepped and you have to be on point. So we're gonna start with the chicken first. Gotta hit that chicken with some garlic. You'd be rude if you didn't hit it with some pepper. A lot of people like to put tablespoons or teaspoons or measurements. We don't do that, we just eyeball. Make sure the thing is coated. A little bit of onion powder. Salt. Make sure you get both sides. And after we marinate this with the seasonings, we're gonna put it in a bag to sit for a while with our teriyaki marinade. As you see right here, we have our teriyaki marinade ready to go. Kind of get that real flavor in there. So I put it in a plastic bag. Make sure you save a little bit because you want to baste it once it's off the pan, about to go in the oven. That sesame seed, that ginger smell real good in there. Boom. Boom, we'll set this in the refrigerator for about 6 to 24 hours and we'll be back. All right, our chicken's been sitting for a few hours. I really recommend letting the shit sit overnight. It makes a huge difference. Some good high quality olive oil. We got this at the farmer's market yesterday. Hit that on the pan before you get your chicken going. If you sear it on the pan first, kind of caramelize that teriyaki sauce in there, then put it in the oven to finish, you're not gonna come up with some dry, burnt meat. But you want to get that good caramelization in there. You want it to look really, really nice. And by the time I flip it, I'll show you guys the color I like. Both sides seared in the pan before it goes in the oven. And when you put it in the oven, I put it in the oven for 30 minutes at 350. You never make a mistake. The chicken's done every time. It tastes great. It's tender and juicy. All right, now see, it's starting to get that kind of color I like. So I'm gonna flip them over right now. Nice and caramelized. And some of the ones that won't be completely finished, so I'll have to turn around one more time. But you want to get that good caramelization right there. Look at that one right there. Perfect. It took about 3 minutes to get this color this way, but look at this. Right when I flipped it. See that? You're looking really for the color, but you want that flavor to be kind of caramelized in there. So our job is done here. I just like that kind of charred, crispy look. Kind of gives that barbecue kind of feel, you know? But these are ready to come off right now, so. Little basting. Just a little bit, you don't want to overdo it. Again, a lot of people watching this may have their own opinions. Some people don't like to caramelize the chicken with the sauce. I just feel like you're cheating yourself if you don't do it that way. Especially with those Vietnamese garlic noodles, it's gonna be super garlicky and salty. You want to hit it with a little sweetness. Look at that right there too. Oh, you see that. All right, we're about to start with these garlic noodles, Vietnamese garlic noodles. I stopped by the Asian market today. I got some egg noodles. These are kind of like semi-pre-cooked. You only have to cook these for 2.5 minutes. Start with the Parmesan cheese. That's the secret ingredient right here. You may say, why Parmesan cheese on Asian noodle? Well, you will find out when you taste it. I like it finely grind. You don't want to have it too chunky because it won't melt. You want this to melt with the noodles. Look how fluffy that shit is. Crazy, huh? I'm kind of in a rush today because I have to do other business besides cooking. I just want to show you guys this dish. So I'm gonna take a cheat code. I picked 12 garlic cloves. It's a lot, but I like my shit garlicky. You typically want to chop this and just, you know, kind of squish it and then chop it, but we are low on time and this saves a lot of time. So cheat codes, we will do. Way faster than chopping that shit. We got our Parmesan cheese grated. We got our garlic chopped. We're about to make our sauce next. First, I just do a little brown sugar. Again, I don't measure, I just kind of eyeball. Next up is the oyster sauce. Boom. Right about there. Soy sauce. Sesame oil. Lastly, but not least, fish sauce. Oh yeah. And then you want to mix it up and make sure that sugar is kind of like dissolving and disappearing. When you're done, of course, you want to taste it and make sure it's heme. If it's not heme, you want to reapproach with a couple different flavors, whatever you're missing. Slice a little scallion for color. All right, we got our water starting to boil. We got our egg noodles ready. I'm gonna drop the egg noodles in there for about 2.5 minutes. Then I'm gonna rinse them with cold water, let them sit before I add them to the wok. I got a nice big old fucking chunk of butter in the wok. We're gonna let that simmer low and slow with some garlic and add in our sauce. All right, we're gonna drop our noodles in there. These are Chinese egg noodles. Once these are done, we're gonna rinse them off with cold water and let them sit before they hit the wok. Like that scene of Blood In, Blood Out where he pours that hot water on him, huh? Alright, you gotta rinse it off with some cool water so it stops cooking. We're gonna add the garlic in there. A lot of garlic. Let it sit for about 2 minutes. Alright, you wanna make sure you add the sauce and then the noodles before this starts browning. You do not want the garlic to burn. I'm also gonna add a little olive oil in there, just a little bit. You want to make sure that these noodles get all that garlic, all that sauce. I want to take this little Parmesan that we grated earlier and bless those motherfuckers right there. That's the secret key right there. Let that melt real nice. This kind of brings it all together. I think it's going to be good. Boom. Teriyaki chicken's done. All right, guys, this is my famous teriyaki chicken over a Vietnamese garlic noodle, mocked after the famous Than Long restaurant in San Francisco. I got my boy in the building. He's gonna tell me if it's smack or whack. And be honest with me, don't lie to me, dog. Don't lie, because we're about to do business together. You gotta tell me if it's fire.
What type of noodle is this?
Vietnamese garlic noodle.
Vietnamese garlic noodle. Look at that, man. Look at that, man. Ooh, it just looks, you know what I'm saying? He's doing the cheese. I was back there. It was so hard not to ad-lib, you know what I mean? I got a big mouth, so that means I talk a lot. Anyways, I'm doing too much right now. Let's get to it, man. I am the Snack Sensei, aka the People's Palate, and this is the home of the Snacker Whack, man.
Oh, he did it right too. You gotta hit the noodles with the chicken. There's no other way to try it.
Come on.
You gotta hit it both.
The art of a perfect bite. Hold on, it's so goddamn milky, it just fell off the fork. You gotta be careful, okay? Oh, there it goes. God damn, this looks hella good. Come on.
We feed the soul around this bitch. All right, I gotta do my own taste test. Man.